Yo guys, and welcome to my review of episode 25 and 26, aka the arc finale of Yu-Gi-Oh! Go Rush, the duel between Yugioh Svelgir and Kirishima Rovian. Overall, I thought this was a pretty solid final two episodes, or I guess final duel. There was one aspect that's kind of confusing that I didn't really like, but apart from that, just a really solid arc finale. I do think I liked the first one a little bit more, but again, that doesn't mean that this was bad, I just prefer to that one. So, let's start off with the duel, since that was kind of the smallest part of these two episodes, so I kind of want to start with that. When you have a show like Yu-Gi-Oh! That has, well, now 8 different shows that all go around 100 episodes, it's very difficult to do something creative with both decks and just, stakes or aspects of a duel. But somehow they did it. They somehow made UDS duel with only 2 zones, which is just an idea that it seems so obvious, but you would never think they would do that, and I mean they haven't done it up until now, and it was such a cool aspect, and in a way I almost wish we had more time with that idea. And I also kind of wish that UDS didn't get that final zone back. I think it would have been cool if he won with 2 zones, but I guess then that would kind of end up being lame towards Rovian, who, she first won in a 2v1 duel, and now she loses when the opponent has only 2 zones, so I get it, but still could have been cool. One thing that I do hope for the future is that they cut down on the equip spell animation. I feel like if they keep doing these hype animations for them, it's going to start feeling kind of like what links were at the beginning of Reigns, where like we would have a whole like 2-minute animation just to summon a Link 1 monster, right? So that I hope it doesn't become that, and we, if equips become more prominent, which we all kind of feel like they will be, I hope we kind of get a little bit faster through those. That would be really nice. Seeing Rovian have 2 on 1 monster, that was cool, and the fact that she had the same interaction with Goha Yuna had when UDS tried to destroy 7th Road Magician, and the equipped spell, protected 7th Road. Rovian now had the same with her race, that was very cool. But again, overall solid duel. I do kind of wish that it went or maybe 1 or 2 more turns, just to see a little bit more of that UDS struggle with 2 zones. That would have been cool, but overall, again, very good duel. But now, I guess let's go into what the main plot of these 2 episodes were. So, Rovian and Goha Yuna and all the bandits go to UTS because they want to, I guess, buy UTS off of Yuamu and Yuhi. And they even give a material which has been dug deep beneath Matsuba. There are some theories that might be Gohanium, which was a material that was mentioned in 7th, but again, we don't know, that's just theory. But the big question was, why do they want to buy UTS? And we now know that the reason was because beneath UTS was the space treasure. So the space treasure appears to be a spaceship, but the question is, why is that spaceship anything special? Are there any kind of coordinates or something? We know that it needs immense power, that's why Rovian was collecting power with her Rush Battler or whatever it was called. But the question is, why did they need that spaceship? Why couldn't they make their own? That's kind of one of the big questions. Another obviously big aspect was that the entirety of Matsuba town is actually a Valkyrian spaceship that was built a long time ago. How people haven't figured that out is definitely interesting, but it seems like there are multiple layers. That's why you could say, I guess, that Matsuba town itself is kind of the top layer, and then the alien residential area is, I guess, the inside of the ship. Again, how that happened, I don't know, and I will probably get more answers about both that and the space treasure, but very, very interesting. But the most interesting part of this episode was during the duel, at the very end of episode 1, we see a wormhole open and a spaceship seemingly covered with Earth-Damar as well as powered by Earth-Damar enters the, I guess, the atmosphere. And that spaceship, or I guess person who was in there, was addressed as the Great King of Terror. And that was a big cliffhanger for the end of the episode. And then in 26, they not only did they not show the Great King of Terror, they didn't even mention him once. So maybe he isn't actually going towards Earth or towards Matsuba town. Maybe he's heading towards Valgir or somewhere else. But the fact that you drop something like the Great King of Terror that went through a wormhole and never address who or what that is weird, and that's something I didn't like. I feel like they could have given us something, even if it's not Rovian saying what it is. Just kind of a scene like what we got at the end, but I don't think the character that we saw at the end was that Great King of Terror. Also, I do think that if that character at the end is another 7th variant, it's probably either the Luke or Nail variant, and I feel like it would make more sense for it to be the Luke variant, since Nail was already an arc villain. You could say Luke was too, but that was the Luke man, and also Yugioh. I feel like Luke himself was the least bit of the villain of that arc, but you know, I feel like it would make more sense for it to be him. But yeah, so I like that. Yugioh, Yugioh all had great moments in these two parts. The classic bridge thing of, oh, we beat a villain and now they are friends, was kind of, I mean, it was okay. I just hope that Rovian is going to have a bigger role later. And we kind of see now why Yugioh has let Yugioh be so free. I guess he probably wanted the Matsuba town to reboot, and he thought, well, Yugioh is probably the only one who can do it. So yeah, overall an amazing two-parter, and I'm very excited to see where this will go. Now, before I go, there is two things I want to mention. Firstly, I'm finally almost done with the maximum arc aspect. I should be done by the end of this week, and then next week I will finally post the video. It took a lot longer than it should have, I will be honest. I probably could have been done with this a lot sooner, but at least it's now finally almost done, so I'm very excited about that. Also, when I'm filming this is the 27th, and the Rain's World drops in Duel Links on the 28th, so I'm probably gonna be making videos on it. I don't know if I'm going to make them day one. I might wait a week just to see what the meta is going to look like and how the decks are going to function and everything. But yeah, expect a Reigns video as well. But yeah, that's it. I would love to hear what you guys thought about the arc. Did you like this arc overall? It was definitely slow at the start, but these last 5 and 6 episodes have been really good. So again, tell me, did you guys like the first arc or the second arc more? Did you like the finale of the first or second arc more? I would love to hear your guys' thoughts. And I guess I'll see you guys next time.